Hey, we're at the end of a road to the ranger station. They like us to go really slow here. Got these nasty little speed bumps. Which definitely make you slow down.
They make you do it for the dust.
And a nice bit of road, of course. Actually, a bit of a surprise. There's not a bit of bitumen here just to keep the dust. Oh, another speed bump. Keep the dust down. It's past the heliport. Another speed bump. There are two campgrounds in the area, one the northern section, one the southern section, but they have very, very limited facilities. And here we are at the ranger station. Here's our mate the grader. Well, I think he's got his work cut out for him on this road, getting it all nice and smooth. Well, relatively smooth anyhow. This is what he leaves behind. It's from the boulder sticking out of the road. His blade just seems to scrape over the top of them. So they must be pretty big. He can't move them. But here it's a beautiful smooth little bit. Oh, I thought it was. This is a good sign to see. The grader ahead. A lot of higher four-wheel drives around here in the Kimberleys. So on the roads, I wonder how well experienced the drivers are sometimes. And even though the grader smoothens out the corrugations on the road, he leaves a lot of large stones and rocks behind. It does give a smoother ride, I must say that, than the corrugation does. It doesn't clear the boulders that stick out though. They're still a big problem. But this is quite a pleasure, this little bit here. We saw him moving home yesterday. Had his house towed to the back as he was going on a new section of road. We're on a very flat area here, well, relatively flat area, between a couple of ranges, like in a big valley. Still no sign of the domes though, we know that yesterday too. We've got to get into the park to actually see them. Well, we actually are in the park now, but we haven't got the ranger station yet, which is not far away. Coming over the high ground here, it's very rocky, rather rough. And the video will pick up the road condition, but the way you can see it bouncing around, give you an idea. Also, the blind corners are a bit of a problem. You have to go slow. A bit narrower here, the road too, where it's been dug down. Couple of little drop-offs on the side. See these little hills we're going can't see the other side. And often there's rocks, boulders sticking out, or big holes. You see them at the last minute. Makes for an interesting drive. And there's a graded section of the road. Must have been done yesterday, the day before. Everybody speeds. You get lots of dust.
I think the rocks flipped up.
When I say speeds, we can get up to maybe 60k an hour. But the grader leaves a lot of large stone gravel, I suppose you'd call it. Lots of the stones can be up to like 10 centimetres, 15 centimetres big. When you go around the bend, it's very loose. When you go around the bend, you tend to feel the car actually sliding on it. A bit like a, say, a roller coaster ride, I guess. Particularly rough bit of track here. Road, I should say. It's supposed to be a road. And we go around the western edge of the mountain range. And a bit of climbing. And we met a bit of traffic, which is not the best spots to do it on. Oh, look at that. Lovely bit of road just here. Sure got the first bit. A nice flat plain here between the mountains. Cool. Wow. Just over 50k an hour. Not bad. Okay, we've reached Calico Creek, and it's the only bit on the road where we see any water. Nice little spring here, although I don't think it's flowing at the moment. And just over here you might or may not see the crazy lady tree. There she is. Looks quite good in the photo anyhow. This is about the halfway mark from the camping ground into the to the edge of the national park, the ranger station. Winding our way through the countryside here. Lost the road. You know, see the mountains over there. This is what we're all driving through. Very windy. Very rocky, very up and down hilly. Very slow going. Should have a camera mounted on the roof, I think. The grader's actually been through here, so I guess it's better than what it was before. But he's left a lot of loose, very big stones all over the place. Mind you, the large gravel is pretty common along here too. Oh, it's a nice section just here. The scenery's pretty good. Again, should pick some of it up off the video. Yep. Oh. Big rocky lumps. Tell we're bouncing around a bit, I guess. lot of the road runs through or between rocky hills, from small grass knolls to extremely rocky outcrops, quite big. So it's very scenic through here. This section through between hills, like going over a saddle between them, particularly rocky, very blind corners. Oops, there we go. Down to 20 kilometres an hour. Most of the time we're running it somewhere between 40 and 50. A lot of times you have to slow down. Doesn't help that we're running into the sun, so I'm not sure how good this video will be. There are also many sections, lots of them, that are very windy, lots of sharp blind corners, and also sharp blind little crests you can't see over the other side. It's a bit of a problem because there's a fair bit of traffic on the road. And whilst there are quite a few dips in the road, some of them are also very sharp. And the constant corrugation, of course. The road is 54 kilometres long, and this part is pretty good because the grade has been here in the last few days. So as I guess about 10 to 15 kilometres has been graded, and we should pass him later on. The other good thing about the road is it tends to be fairly wide, so a lot of the bad things you can actually avoid, like big rocks sticking out and big holes. The road into Bungle Bungle National Park. This is the start bit. Rocky, quite a bit of corrugation, but not too bad at the moment. It gets worse.